I mean, these two, specifically Kyrie, but these two, unbelievable. They bent over backwards to placate Kyrie and Kevin Durant for 3.5 years. Bent over backwards. They did whatever they could to keep those two on the floor. And finally, when they did both play at the same time, the Nets were great this year. And now they're gone, and Kyrie's like, I'm glad he was able to get out of there. As though it was like a building being fumigated. Number two, I mean, I'm not here to tell anybody what to pray for or how to pray. But Kyrie saying, I pray for Kevin Durant's happiness. I mean, I feel like there's a better usage of prayers here. You know, something a little bit more meaty or significant than I hope my friend is happy where he works. You know, making good money. Very, very comfortable lifestyle. Incredible job security. I just hope that he's happy, though. I just hope that he likes where he works. I mean, imagine being like, yeah, no, I'm praying for you. I just want you to be happy at work. I'm praying. Prayers up for you being happy at your cubicle today as you work at Avis. Prayers up. I mean, what a joke these two buffoons are. But specifically, again, Kyrie, because Kevin Durant, apparently, by all intents and purposes, has been the ultimate teammate and the ultimate employee and has been very, very good to the Nets since he got there, except, of course, for asking everybody to be fired last summer. For the Nets, they had to do it. They had to do it. And I don't see how you can rip the Nets here because they brought back the very most that they possibly could with these two guys. You know, it might not be the same as having Kyrie and Kevin Durant, but you now have a total of 5 pretty good players, whether you want to keep them or trade them, 5 first-round draft picks, and a pick swap for Kyrie and Kevin Durant. Again, those two guys net you 5 pretty good players, 5 first-round picks you own outright, and 1 pick swap. That's not bad. And that's all over the next 6 seasons. Plus your own picks, that is a way to breathe life back into your franchise. However, they're not going to compete for a championship. So, from a Nets standpoint, did as well as they could, got a lot back, had to do it if those two guys weren't going to want to stick around. Number 2, Jacques Vaughn got royally screwed. Jacques Vaughn took over a franchise that was on fire, Steve Nash disaster, and then stabilized everything, steadied the waters, and here they were 18-2 when Kevin Durant and Kyrie were playing together. Kevin Durant gets injured, and then suddenly Kyrie wants out, and then you have to trade him, and then you have to trade Kevin Durant. It was actually trending well for the Nets until KD got injured, and Jacques Vaughn had a chance to show what he could be as a full-time head coach with 2 stars that were hard to get on the same page, seemingly, or at least on the floor at the same time. And then, boom, the rug is pulled out from underneath them. For the Suns, it makes them incredibly interesting, incredibly dynamic, and in a Western Conference where there is no true big boy, this is super, super, super intriguing. And it thrusts them clearly near the top of the Western Conference in terms of odds to win a championship or at least get to the NBA Finals again. Your 1 seed this year right now is the Nuggets. Your 2 seed, the Grizzlies. Your 3 seed, the Kings. 4 seed, the Mavs. 5 seed, the Suns. 6 seed, the Clippers. You know, it is not hard to imagine the Suns making a real move once Kevin Durant is healthy and back and moving up those Western Conference standings. I think the best thing about this for the Suns is if it works, you have Kevin Durant for a number of years. He's got 3 more years left after this season, correct, Merez? 3 years left after this year.
After this year, yes.
So you trade for 3.5 years of Kevin Durant. So, I mean, that's part of the reason why you give up the haul that you did. It's because this is not for a 1-year rental or a 3 or 4 month rental. This is for 3.5 years. You have potentially 4 playoff runs with Kevin Durant. Who knows how long Chris Paul's going to be effective for, but Devin Booker obviously is in his prime, so you pair KD with Booker, and, you might be able to go to a couple of NBA Finals. The deal is, it's less of a risk than trading for Kyrie, because Kyrie truly is in his own orbit. Kevin Durant's just sensitive. And if Kevin Durant wants to be there and is engaged and is healthy, he gives you one of the great weapons in the NBA. Seemingly, he always wanted to be there. This is one of the places he wanted to be traded in the offseason. They didn't. They stood the course. They called his bluff. They made him come back. But ultimately, Kevin Durant gets his way. So for the Suns, this is a win. No doubt about it. You give up a lot, but you're trying to win a championship with an aggressive new owner. For the Nets, you do as well as you could. And I think just the big losers here are fans like poor old Mraz and Billy Jogalone, who's a big Nets fan as well, and other Nets fans that have to watch their dreams crumble. I mean, to wake up today and check Twitter, oh my goodness, Kevin Durant got traded overnight. Well, this is a big deal. And then I go over to my Twitter feed, and man, these guys are just crying in their Fruit Loops this morning. Miserable. My childhood is ruined. This is the end of my fandom. I can't root for the NBA anymore. It's a children's league. I mean, these guys, they're broken up. So, winner Suns, less of a win is the Brooklyn Nets, but did as much as they could. Big loser, LaHoo's or hers. These broken-hearted Nets fans this morning.